This vlog is a vlog that I hadn't really planned on sharing in this manner. I was kind of hoping that this would be something I got to share once I became pregnant, but I just kind of, I don't know, something changed in me and I felt like I just kind of wanted to share in the process as it went on. And something just came over me and I just felt like it was necessary. So I filmed a little bit of this the other day. I filmed other points of this vlog throughout the past couple of months, but I hope you enjoy it. If you guys are watching our daily channel, we kind of talked to you guys about some news in regards to us. We're gonna go play outside? You are looking like all sorts of crazy right now with that hair. All sorts of crazy. Oh yeah, we're working on potty training. It's fun. Anyways, when I was filming that over on our daily channel, you know, I realized that I did not actually show kind of the process of, you know, what I've been going through behind the scenes, which is like, you know, taking like the pregnancy test and stuff. And I thought, you know what, it's kind of a more like maybe this channel type of thing. So I figured I would kind of show that experience over on this side. So obviously, if you watched the vlog, if you have not, make sure you stop and go watch it. But if you have watched the vlog, I mentioned to you how like over the past 2 months we just started trying to have a baby, and I have never thought of like filming myself taking a pregnancy test. I didn't do it with Remy, rightfully so in my opinion, because I was so overwhelmed and so nervous, and so you have so many emotions that go through your mind when you get pregnant, and it's like you're not necessarily planning on it, but you are. I don't know. Anyways, this time around I was like, I kind of want to do it a little bit different and kind of remember those emotions and those feelings and kind of like go through that process. So we have tried for 2 months and I've taken 4 pregnancy tests. I've done the same box of pregnancy tests each time, meaning like the same brand. So I've done Clear Blue, where they do the pregnancy test where it's like the line or the double line, or I'm sorry, the line or the plus sign, and in that same box it has like pregnant or not pregnant. I've done that same double box that first month and the second month, and I filmed both of them and like what the experience was like for me. And unfortunately, both times was negative, but I know that this is a process and that it takes time, and I'm not discouraged, but I was kind of alarmed at the emotional side that I felt. Like I was a little bit alarmed that I would feel that emotional about finding out that I was not. I actually was kind of surprised at the emotion that I had leading up to finding out. I don't know, just because I've already had Remy, I didn't expect to feel the way that I felt. So I wanted to actually show what that experience was like for me, share that with you guys. I also kind of did it because I wanted to share with Charles as well, because that first time too, I was a loose cannon that first time. But here's the first time I took a pregnancy test. So I have to do this while Charles is out of the house. And I never anticipated, see, I'm so nervous, I'm just like turning on all these things. I never actually anticipated kind of filming something like this. And I don't know if it's true, but I'm like really nervous. I'm taking a pregnancy test right now to see if I am pregnant. My period's only a little bit late, which is a little TMI for a lot of people. But I wanted to do it while Charles was out because I have a lot of anxiety with this. It's kind of how I felt last time. I was just super anxious. So, oh my God, I'm taking another pregnancy test. This is crazy. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh my God, I can't even open it. I'm so anxious. Okay, what comes which? Do we even know? Plus. So this is a plus or minus, or the digital. So this one is, place the tip in your urine stream for 5 seconds. Okay. Here we go. You're supposed to wait 5 minutes, but I think I may have messed up, and which out of nerves, I think I may have, but I don't know. I don't know how this goes. I'm just gonna walk away because I'm just gonna walk away. I'm just gonna walk away. There's like this part of me that's like really nervous, but then there's that part of me that's like, what we want, but I'm still so scared. So I'm trying to figure out how to go about this. I just don't want Charles to hide all this stuff. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I mean, I do, but I don't know. I think I may have messed up the first one. So I will have to try and do the second one. This is so nerve-wracking. I don't know. I'm like so shaky. Like, look at this. Whew. I don't even know where a good light is right here, but I'm so nervous. Okay, it hasn't been 5 minutes, but I cannot sit down. So I'm losing my mind. It's like one of those things that I'm just like so excited about, but it's like, I am so nervous about another baby, but I'm like so happy if it were to happen because it is what we want. But I'd be lying if I wasn't like nervous. I'm just like, I feel like I'm gonna cry. This is crazy. Okay. I wanna look, but I'm trying to be patient. It's very hard to be patient right now. I'm gonna go check on Zoe and I'll be back. I need a couple more minutes, I think. It has been about 5 minutes. I'm going to check to see. Well, this one says not pregnant. So that's okay. I've decided to take the second test just to confirm. And this is one that tells you, it says like either pregnant or not pregnant straight on the screen. So I figured I might as well do that one just to like 100% make sure. So. Well, not pregnant this time. So that was month 1. And month 1, I wasn't really expecting to get pregnant. I knew that this was a process and that it would take time, but the emotions were still there and like that nervousness was still there. I just kind of was like, okay, well, you know, we just started. It doesn't happen necessarily on the first try. And I was very well aware of that. And the next month came around because the reason why I took it on that first month was because my period was actually late. It was a couple days late. And I was like, I didn't feel like crazy different. But I was like, my period's late. This is kind of crazy and my period is late, but my period's never on time anyways. So the second month, you know, after us have been trying, my period was like 5 days late and I was like, holy cow, my period is 5 days late. This is absolutely crazy. Leading up to that point that I was taking the pregnancy test, I had waves of nausea randomly, that week prior, which I feel like when I found out I was pregnant with Remy, I had one wave of nausea and I was completely exhausted. And that is when we were with Corey and Kristen at their place. And so I was like, this is kind of like a familiar feeling. This is a familiar thing. I never got sick, but I had the nausea feeling. And I have been exceptionally exhausted recently. So I was like, oh my God, maybe I am pregnant. Maybe this is, I was stressed out too. There's a lot of things that have been going on in our lives, but I was like, maybe I'm, maybe this is a huge sign. So here is me taking that second group of pregnancy tests on month 2. Yeah, and I might be doing this a little bit too early, but Charles is out of the house. Got a pregnancy test, and I'm going to see if I'm pregnant. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't want to get my hopes up. I'm also nervous. I think that's just natural. But I haven't been feeling that great recently, and I don't know if it's just because you know how sometimes you think you're one thing and then your body goes crazy and your mind makes you feel things or think certain things. It's been a kind of a stressful end to our year as well, and so I think maybe just like my nerves are kicking in with that. But I feel like maybe I'm jumping the gun. I probably am. So I'm only gonna take one. I'm gonna just take the one that's like the line, the plus sign or the minus sign. If it doesn't come up plus, then I'm just not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna let it be. I'm gonna continue on with my day. Simple, to the point. Well, it's always funny because I feel like the waiting game for this, even though it's so short to find out, is always like, feels like the longest time frame in the entire world is to be able to wait and find out results. It's only like 35 minutes, but I swear it feels like hours. It's insane. And you can't find anything to do. And it's like last time when I was taking a test, I felt like I was like walking around the house trying to clean everything, and I felt like I cleaned in super speed because I was just trying to keep myself preoccupied. And now I'm like, I don't want to clean, I don't want to think. So we'll see what happens. I'm trying to, I don't want to get my hopes up because it's only very, very beginning of us trying. I'm nervous and hopeful. We'll see what happens. Who knows? I'm currently out back, like raking up and then blowing leaves and then putting them into a trash bag. So I'm like, okay, I'll go waste a little time doing that. What? What are you barking at? Bark. Oh my. Oh my. The dog just walked in. Just started quiet. I don't want to like, I don't know. I don't really disappoint him, so I'm trying to do these moments by myself. So. Well, decided to do the other one, and I am not pregnant. Maybe next month. You know, after I did that second month of pregnancy tests, you know, I was like sad and I was disappointed. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I do know, I'm not dumb. Like, I know that this stuff takes time and that it's not like an overnight necessarily thing or like a one-time thing for you to get pregnant. It happens, but that's not usually how it goes. But it made me think about kind of the journey and the experience that friends of mine and other people that I know have been going through their pregnancy journey. Like, how sometimes theirs is, you know, it takes years for them to get pregnant, and then they have to take, you know, go beyond that and do fertility drugs or, you know, fertility treatments. And I can't imagine what they would be going through to have those negative pregnancy tests. You know, it's got to be so difficult and so like, it's just gotta be so hard. And I always say this, and I really truly mean it, but I give so much credit and so much, just I'm so enamored by the strength that women and men can have through this process of trying to get pregnant. Like I said, I'm not discouraged. I do give women and men like the strength to kind of like go through that pregnancy journey, and you know, to kind of like, your emotions are really just, they're all over the place, and they can be really hard. So like I said, month 2, very hopeful. I think that there will be a trippy baby in 2022. At least I think I'll get pregnant in 2022. Maybe won't be here in 2022, but I think that I will be pregnant in 2022. So fast forward to yet another month. I took another pregnancy test, filmed it, and here it is. So, is that time again? I am taking another test. It's a little bit earlier than my period, but they say that they could tell up to 5 days prior to your period, and it is about 3 days before my period. So I figured I would try it and see what happens. I don't feel any different. I don't, you know, nothing like that, but you never know. So we'll see. Not pregnant. It's early too, so that's okay. And unfortunately had another negative month, which again, it's all part of the process. It's definitely not discouraging. Like, I don't want this to come off like I'm discouraged or like I feel hopeless, because I really don't feel hopeless. I think it was just like the first time when it did happen, I was so surprised because we just weren't sure it was gonna ever happen for us naturally, and it did, and it was just like so amazing, and just, oh my gosh, it's like you just genuinely aren't prepared. And so now that I feel like we are kind of prepared for it and we're trying to have another baby, and the fact that it hasn't happened yet, it can be hard. It can definitely be hard, but I don't want to say that I'm discouraged. I'm definitely not discouraged. I know this is a process, and I know that this is how it goes. I wanted to share these first 3 ones. I was gonna wait until I got pregnant to share them and put them all in like one video, but I kind of think it's important to share this process because, like I said, I have friends who have gone through this to a much deeper and bigger extent than what I'm currently going through. And I know that it was so hard for them, and one of the things that I loved and admired about them and their journey is that they shared so much of it with other people, and they were so honest about the feelings and the emotions that they had and what they shared and what they were going through. And some days were positive, some days were more hard, and like I just admired that and I loved that, and I think it's so important, and I think that's what's so beautiful about this platform and just social media in general, is that you have this opportunity to really share certain parts of your life that you may feel very alone and very maybe insecure about or happy about or excited about, and there's so many other people out there who can relate and who share in those moments with you. So I felt like I didn't want to wait, because at one, I don't know how long it's going to take, and I find comfort in sharing this, and I'm eager to take you along in this process, because you know it's kind of nice to be more in depth about it this time. I think that when I was pregnant with Remy and I got pregnant, I was like very cookie cutter, very like, I don't know, PG in a sense with the way that I shared that time frame of my life. And I have said it once and I'll say it again, this year is just different for me. I want to be more just raw with my emotions and my feelings, and like in situations of my life that I really want to share. I just want to be more forward about it. So I'm going to do my best to do that. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I love you all deeply, and I'm just so happy to have you here. I'm happy to share this part of my life with you. Any moms or people out there that are going through the process of trying to have a baby, I'm thinking about you. If you are at that point in your life where you're having to seek additional assistance with having a baby, I have friends, like I said, I have friends who have been there, and I admire you all, and I'm thinking of you all, and I'm just so, you're in my hearts and prayers, and I really am. So, and for everybody else who's on here, I love you. Thank you so much. Just thank you guys so much for always bearing with me throughout the years. You're just amazing. So anyways, I'm gonna end the vlog here. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you again for watching, and I'll just have a great week. And I mean that. Have a great week. Bye.